How we doing, Jason? How much water have we got in it, mate?
We're now up to half, so we know the display's working, but we'll fill it full.
Yeah.
So why don't we start priming?
Start priming. So
prime. So
start with the hot first.
You've turned the drain down.
Yeah.
Closed all the tap. Did you close the shower one?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, yeah.
Yes, you have for once.
So you need to turn the pump on the control panel now.
Pump's going on.
Pump's going on. You can hear the pump pumping now. You hear it? Now people will start worrying now when they do that because
it's going to be cold for me first, Kev.
They'll think, where's that water going? And it's actually filling the water heater. So even though you haven't got a tap turned on, you'll still hear that water. You'll hear the pump.
Pump's looking good, Kev. Yeah, pump's good. Pipes.
See the water coming through the filter there.
So, Kevin, why didn't you explain? We put fresh water into the freshwater tank.
Into the tank, which is under Jason's knees.
Yeah, so I've switched the pump on, and then what's actually happening then?
Now that pump is pumping through from the tank.
Freshwater tank.
Which is under there. And it's coming through, he's got the hot on at the moment.
No, where's he going? He's coming from the freshwater tank, up to the pump.
Up to the pump, which is there. And then through the pump, and then through all the pipe work. You can see all the pipe work which is exposed here. So it's actually coming through that pipe work there. So we can check all the pipe work for leaks.
And what type of pump is it, Kevin?
It's a shore flow.
And what type though?
It's a pressurised pump.
Pressurised pump.
It's a pressurised system. You can get systems that are not pressurised with a submersible pump. This is pressurised, so it's as long as that pump's turned on, the pipes are continually under pressure. So we've now got it turned on the hot position. As you can see, the tap's in the hot position. You can hear it glugging away. That's because it's got to get 10 litres of water into that water heater there before it starts to go. Is it 10 litres on this one, Jess?
No, about 15, man.
Without putting my glasses on. Some are 10, some are 15.
10 litres.
10 litres.
Yeah,
I was right.
10 litres.
See, I was right.
You were, weren't you?
And as you can see now, that's now telling us that that water heater is full. So you can turn that off, turn it to the cold position. Now if you listen now, listen, the pump's now stopped.
And why is the pump stopped?
The pump stopped because the tap's been turned off and now the pipe's under pressure.
So what am I going to do now, Kevin?
Now you're going to do the same with the wash basin and with the shower.
But I'm not going to switch it on full straight away, am I?
No, because you get splashed.
Why will I get splashed?
Because it'd be very funny if you do, because it's still got an air in the pipe work. See, it's
still got splashed.
Pump stopped. The shower head, rather than turn it on and fill the shower with water, you put the shower head into the wash basin.
But we will do it shortly to make sure the drain's working, don't we?
Yeah, we certainly will. Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah. Now what we might as well do while we're at it, Jason, do you want to tick your list off first before or do your toilet?
Take the list off. Right, the reason why we prime the van up to start off with is, like Kevin said earlier on, it's a pressure system. So while we're doing other things, we're listening, aren't we, Kevin?
Yeah.
And what is it we're actually listening for?
We're listening for that pump to kick in again. If that pump kicks in, that'll denote.
What do you mean by kick in though?
You'd hear your pump. You'd hear your pump buzz.
It go dum.
Yeah, your pump would activate, it'd just go ba-dum. And if you're getting a sound like that, it could indicate you've got a leak on your system somewhere. You've got to remember that all these vans, they've got all the pipe work is push fits. If you look down there, they'll push fit pipes. This thing rattles down the road at 50-60 mile an hour.
How's it go?
Rattles down the road. Rock and roll. 50-60 mile an hour. Oh, well, you shouldn't really be doing that. You take life easy, don't you? So things are moving about. You know, it's not your household kitchen. So yeah, things can come loose, and it's happened to me. It's happened on my van.
So we're basically listing out to see if the pump kicks in.
Yeah.
So if you can imagine, if the pump went drum, and nothing, dum. Imagine a drip, 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 drop in pressure, dum, taking the pressure up. So we'll leave the pump on now all day, won't we?
That's why it's always a good tip, is if you're leaving your van going out for the day somewhere, turn your pump off.
And why do we do that?
Because if something comes adrift while you're out for the day, you come back and you've got a nice wet van, because it'll just pump it into the van.
Right, okay. So shall we get some gas through?
Yeah. Are you going to check the toilet?
No, because I never check the toilet.
Well, you should do.
No, it's not my routine.
Right.
I like to get some gas through, and then what we're going to do then is, because we've got our meter there, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
We're going to check all the electrical appliances to make sure they're all working, and then we're going to put them on and leave them on for the day, aren't we?
Which can check through that meter that they're working by how much voltage it's taking. As you see.
There she blows!
What would it mean if you let go of that tap then and it went out?
You wouldn't be able to cook.
You'd have to go with the customer and stand there all day with his finger on the knob.
So what you're trying to say, if I like that now
and let go straight away.
And let go and it didn't go out.
And
no doubt you're going to tell us, Kevin.
Right, so if you like that and let go and it goes out.
Like that?
Like that. What it means is you've got a fault on the thermocouple.
And what's a thermocouple? Can you explain that? Just touch it, Kev.
I'm not going to touch it, it's hot. The thermocouple is a little probe. There. You can't see it's inside the burner. It's a little probe which creates a thermomagnetic
like a little
current.
wand.
Yeah, creates a thermomagnetic current which keeps the gas valve open.
Oh, you'd ask me to say that.
You can't even say it's a fairer.
It's Flora.
It told you.
Go on.
So it creates a current which keeps the gas on. So if I just turn that on now, there's no gas coming out. If I press the knob in, there's gas coming out. Let go, it's heated, the thermocouple's hot. So push in, turn, hold, light, keep it held for a few seconds, let go, and it'll stay on. It's a safety device.
Safety device. Right, can I do the grill and oven?
Yeah.
Oh. What we're also doing as well is we're looking at the flame as well, aren't we, Kevin?
We're making sure you get a nice blue flame. If that flame was sloppy and yellow, that would denote that it's not getting enough air.
Sloppy?
Floppy. No, floppy then. It means it's not getting enough air. As you can see, you've got a nice blue tinge to it. Nice blue colour. That's a perfect flame.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a tempting fate.
Yeah, go on. Now light in the fridge.
That's gone.
Fridge is now lit. Yeah, it'll take a while to come through to the fridge, so it may lock out because it's only a small jet that's coming through. So it may fail a couple of times when you first turn it on.
That's gone. That's lit.
Right.
That's lit.
So the fridge is now lit.
So we'll turn that one off.
Was that blue light on then?
What?
On the fridge. It was on, wasn't it? The blue light.
Well, that's on.
Yeah.
Right, move back. Hot water. Notch.
That's failed.
Failed.
That's failed. That's a fail. Yeah. Click you can hear as a gas solenoid opening.
That's lit. So I'll go outside.
You'll hear your
And
gas
just go and have a
solenoid
listen.
click.
Come on, let's go outside and have a listen.
And then you can check that it is lit. Well, it is lit because it's got
I haven't got a load of water actually. Oh!
he's overfilled it. And you know the tank's full when it comes out the overflow.
You forgot that, didn't you?
Oh. Excuse me.
Tank's full, it's showing on the
Oh,
door.
is it? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know it was you though, because I videoed you putting it on.
I can hear that. Just getting warm, can you hear that?
Yeah. Hear that? You can hear the gas burning. And you can feel it anyway because it's nice and warm.
Nice and warm, isn't it, that?
Nice and warm, that. Nice and warm, that, Jay.
Come on, then.
Now, don't overfill the tank. Fortunately, there is an overflow on your fresh water tank. So. Right, so what do we know so far? Cooker's fine, cooker's working.
Turn that off.
Turn that off.
Oh, we've got a gas fire as well, Kev.
I like a gas fire in a van. We've turned it on now, pressing down, and you can hear the ignition clicking and clicking.
You wouldn't be liking this fire if it weren't hot. Oh! Oh, look at that. We had a look down there.
There, you can see, yeah. Now, not only is it a gas fire which will provide just radiant heat through here, it's also got a fan system. So you put the fan system on, which will blow air through the fire itself and also through your ducting down there. And also behind the fire is an electric element.
Just hang on, I need to go get the inspection light anyway.
There's an electric element behind the fire, so if you're on site you can use electric heating instead of using your gas, which will work in exactly the same way. You'll get blown air through the vents, but it's using the site electric rather than the gas that you paid for. Not as quick to heat up on the electric. People say, oh, you know, it's not working properly because it's not getting very warm. You've got to remember, on the electric, it's not as quick as a gas. He's coming back now. Where have you been now?
Hey?
Where have you been?
Oh.
Where have you been?
There you go.
As you can see, there's the fan on the back of the fire. Yeah. That's the back of your fire. And as I said, there's an electric element in there so you can have electric heating.
Turn that off. And we'll turn that off.
Turn the gas off. To check the electric heating, we'll be using a different method than just turning it on and waiting for it to get warm.
Right, so we'll check that the electric's working. 75. Yeah.
So this is the electric on the fridge, Jason.
Electric on the fridge.
Right, we're putting the fridge on mains voltage.
Now.
Yep, as you can see now it's going up, which means that the fridge is now working on mains electric. I'm happy with that. So rather than have to stand there for about 4 hours waiting for your bottle of beer to get cold in the fridge, by putting that meter on, we know that it's working on the electric. Yeah.
What's next? Boiler.
Boiler. Are we doing that on electric yet?
Yeah, just check it and then we'll
put my glasses on so I can see what we're doing.
Right, we're 218, because don't forget we've got the fridge on, haven't we?
Yeah.
Right, turn the fridge off.
Right, so we've dropped back down now. We're dropping down. So go on, Jason. Right.
Oh, I'll put on the gas.
Spot the deliberate mistake, yeah, the click and the clunk, and it's he put it on gas instead of electric.
Okay.
Yep.
That's on electric. Why is it not working, Kev?
Why is it not working? Because it's not turned on. Hello, John.
It's because that's switch there.
Because he's not switched the switch on down there. Yeah, Jason forgot about the hose pipe being on.
I didn't.
But he can't blame me this time because I videoed him.
No, that's the Ultimate, that one is. That one's the Ultimate. So that one is the heating one. So over here,
that's
Kevin,
the isolation for the heating one.
So I'm going to turn that one off and let's put this one on.
Put that one on. Yep. And we're on down there, are we?
Yeah.
Right. So you can see now that the one element's working. There's two elements. You've got two heat settings.
Yeah, I'll do the second element.
I'll do the second element in a minute. Yeah.
No, your second one.
As you can see, it's going higher now, because that's the higher
Right,
heat.
so we'll leave the hot water on the electric.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to put the fridge back on. Just take a reading. 7.2.
We've got a digital thermometer, so set the reading inside the fridge.
And then you ready?
And then I put the fridge on electric. You'll see it go up there.
Go on.
Yep.
Right, so we've got the water primed. We've done that.
Yeah.
We've got the heater on the electric.
Yep.
Oh, shall we put the heating on the van?
Yeah.
Let's get that on, eh? Right, so do you want to check up there? That's the boiler.
So you look at the reading there now. And he's putting the heating on the electric now.
Where's the switch for it? Oh, there it is. So, are you ready then? We'll do 500 first. Move to the next setting.
Yep. Yep. You've got half a kilowatt, 1 kilowatt and 2 kilowatt.
And there you go, look.
So that tells you that all the elements are working.
We'll put it on 1 kilowatt, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Put that on. And then we'll put the
fan on.
Just the fan on slightly.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the heating on, we've got the hot water, and we've got the fridge. So we've got all three on the electric.
On mains power, yeah.
On mains. So we'll go off dinner.
We'll have some dinner.
Want to come back? Right, come on then.
Come on then.